Welcome to a very interesting Medieval 2 Total War Battle replay. Today, as Portugal, we have MQI versus, well, he'll appear in a second. Looks like Venice probably. Yeah, looks like we've got Venice versus Portugal here. It's been a very long time since I've done a Medieval 2 replay. Either way, Portugal, they've got their pikemen on the front here, pikemen on the second line as well, with their dismounted conquistadors, bringing their peasant archers forward. Nope, these are just regular peasants, used as cannon fodder. Yeah, I like that we've got different spears, like, he's got more of a trident, he's got a rake with 4 ends, but he's got 2 ends on his. That's cool. I've never noticed those details before. And then some light cavalry in the back. Some missile cavalry, interesting enough. Looks like we're going to get 2 very small armies here, but apparently it's a good one. And I believe it was the final battle in some tournament or something like that. So we should hopefully see some high-skilled players here. Balance of power is in favour of Portugal right now, only by a bit though. So we can expect probably a slightly weaker army by Venice. But at the end of the day, these players, they don't care about the balance of power. They've gone for the units that they believe are best. And I believe we've got some very high skill level players here as well. Wow, it's going to be a short battle. Luckily, I've got 2 battles to show in this video. Alright then, here we go, and he's setting up more in the corner here. Let's take a look and see what Venice has brought. We've got some musketeers, followed by some pikemen in loose formation, followed by pikemen in defensive formation with some light cavalry, the stratiots, on the flank here. Very fast cavalry. What do we have on the next line? The peasants as cannon fodder, with a pikeman to help back them up. I don't think that guy got the memo. Yep, oh, you didn't get him there? Nope, never mind. Whole piked wall here. And then the cavalry generals on this side. More pikemen, and I'm assuming, yeah, more musketeers. Okay, so, yeah, very late medieval army, musketeers and pikemen sort of era. Good, we very rarely see these types of armies meet up. Usually, when you play Medieval 2, you're going to get more battles on the earlier side of the campaign. Crossbowmen, peasant archers, stuff like that, but no, we're getting a bit more of a modernised army, a different feel to Medieval 2. Who is playing as Venice? Carlos Rex. Cool name. And the cavalry come charging in to kickstart this battle. Going for the peasants now. Portugal brings their cavalry in, forcing the stratiots to have to retreat. They took 1 loss there. Meanwhile, the light cav for Portugal took 0 losses, but the Portuguese peasants were broken. Yeah, a lot of death there. So that was a good charge overall. Did they? Looks like they lost a lot more men than I thought, actually. Yeah, okay, so the number took a while to catch up. That was actually 8 deaths on the cavalry. So overall, I would say that engagement probably wasn't worth it. Yeah, just a few peasants, really. Yeah, so what? The arrows are firing now, and the gunpowder units are shooting each other as well. The skirmish part of the battle has begun. Come on, soldiers, aim and fire, aim and fire. If these guys were charging at me, I would not be acting this slow. The cavalry have had another charge over here, the peasants are charging forwards, and yeah, they just didn't get that final shot in. That's why I don't like musketeers. I definitely prefer archers. Oh, this cav unit here got caught, got charged, couldn't do anything about it. That's the general unit. But the general is alive and he's going to pull out safely. Do you really want to be fighting pikemen with cavalry? No, pull them back, pull them back. The pikemen are engaging the conquistadors, but the conquistadors just walk straight through them. There is very little Venice can do. And yet the pikeman formation has completely broken. They've had to whip out their swords and fight this in a normal melee instead. The cavalry though for Venice are doing well. They've brought another peasant unit there. They're avoiding the pikemen, some nice manoeuvre, but the Portuguese cavalry is keeping them in check. They hit that cav unit on the back, but it wasn't really much of a charge. The pikemen are going to come in to try get that Portuguese cav unit, but I don't think it's going to work out for them. Balance of power heavily in favour now of the Portuguese. And Another charge comes through, but they get caught on their own troops, so that charge unfortunately did nothing. It's now probably balanced again this battle, because Portugal has lost his general, and in terms of kills, it's not that far out really. Not that far out at all, although it does look like a lot of Portuguese are retreating. You've got to remember, a lot of these are just cheap, basic pikemen and peasants. They've still got a lot more troops back here, more pikemen coming in, and they've got their musketeers dotted around as well. Charging in with their reinforcements, the peasants trying to hold against peasants. But the pikemen come in and that should start to push them back. Yeah, they're probably done a break at some point, and this cav charge here into the routing troops was deadly. Well done, Portugal. Just as soon as the peasants started to come back to the battle, another charge in there just to chase them back out. We've got a load more Venetians routing here, so Portugal, despite losing their general, they're the ones with their morale holding. Where is the Venetian general? He's one of the cav units, isn't he? Yeah, I think that's in there. Yeah, there he is. Trying to counter-charge the Portuguese light cav, the missile cavalry. The musketeers trying to get some shots in, but I don't think they're going to get that many kills, really. If I had to put my money on it at this point, I think it's safe to say Portugal is probably going to win this. They just are completely dominating. The Venetians in the centre have been completely broken. There's this one unit here fighting those pikemen, but they're about to go any minute now. Over here, these guys have returned to the battlefield, but they're facing the wrong way. This is the chaos that the Venetian player is having to deal with right now. So many units scattered all around, you can't focus on all of them. Okay, now he's noticed these guys have come back, so he's going to have them charge in, but I don't think it's going to have much of an impact. Actually, this unit will probably break. A pikeman unit hit on both sides. Venice is still somewhat in the game, but I think they've got the cavalry advantage, and they've got the Portuguese general dead, but I don't think they have the numbers. And yeah, they can't even break this pike unit here. They had it flanked with two swordsmen, they got a cav charge in, but still, that pikeman is holding out. They've broken now, but too little too late. They lost a lot of men to do that. The Portuguese brought more reinforcements in. They've lost 50% of their troops, whereas Venice has lost over, well, almost 70% now. And the Venetian general again having to pull out of there. Come on, musketeers. I don't think musketeers were the right call. I definitely do prefer archers and crossbowmen over musketeers. But then again, I'm English. Of course I'm going to prefer an archer, a nice longbowman. Oh. Looks like Venice there, having a big heroic charge, sadly lost their general. I think it happened over here. Yeah, charging the peasants. I think they lost their general charging peasants. I think that's what happened. It's awful when that happens. A true tragedy. And that causes the final Venetian units to mount from the battlefield there. The musketeers have gone. The final unit here is peasants, and with that, the battle comes to an end. Well done, MQI, as Portugal. Well done to him. A well-deserved win. Venice, Carlos Rexay, still fighting on, still doing some manoeuvres. But I think that's it. I don't think he can come back from this. But I like that he's still trying to fight this. Cleaning some troops out on the side. Like those peasants there that were trying to retreat with his cavalry, but yeah, you can just see it here with the numbers and the amount of kills that they've got. Definitely, it's over for Venice. Is he done a surrender? Is he done a fight? Is he done a charge? What we're going to do here? Come on, there's like a few seconds left. And, okay, then they just all broke. Yep. That was how bad the morale was at the end. Well done. Portugal getting 624 kills, 287 captures, and Venice getting 581 kills, 82 captured. Venice had more troops, but Portugal, I think, definitely had the quality. And we saw that quality there with how quickly those Venetians began to rout. Here are the stats. Anything standing out? The cavalry did okay. Dismounted conquistadors, they slaughtered those pikemen. So that was That was very good for Portugal. Some of the peasants actually doing okay, some of them. Sadly, we don't see the stats for Venice though. Why does it have the date there, 1525? Does it choose the date based on the quality of the units in the field? That would be cool if it did. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and now on to the next one. The Turks versus Antioch. Oh, and by the way, check out the OBG Discord, linked down below, to take part in other strategy gaming events, mostly Total War, it seems, but they have other games there as well. So yeah, check that out, linked down below. I love how Antioch looks here. But, whoa, they're still setting up. Whoa, so we've got Mark Da Vinci here, setting up as Antioch on, I think he's got a better terrain. Yeah, he has the high ground. He's got his Hospitallers here, or Knights of Antioch actually, as it calls them. Back here we've got his Templars. No, these are the Knights Hospitallers, sorry. Getting mixed up here. I swear the Hospitallers were the ones in blue. And I swear that's more the Hospitaller cross as well. Whereas that looks more Templar. My Crusader knowledge, not that good, unfortunately. I don't do medieval history. And then we've got some Edessan Guard here, some heavy looking axemen, two-handed axemen. He's got his cavalry here, that's his general, all dressed and ready for battle. Definitely getting a very different type of army from what we saw before. The squires, I think, with their maces, yep. Some spearmen, some Syrian militia, and he's even got some Hospitaller crossbowmen. I like their helmets. I love those helmets. Some more crossbowmen, and they're fighting against the Turks as well. Some dismounted Knights of Antioch, nice swords. I love the detail in Medieval too. It's like, the quality of this game still does hold up in my opinion. Just looking at the graphics of it. And the different variety in the helmets, the armour as well. It really does hold up, and I'm still getting impressed every single time. But if anything, it just makes me sad that we never saw anything better than this in terms of medieval Total War. Nothing better yet, though, you never know. Balance of power is fairly even, and we're just waiting now for the Turks to join the field. And here we go, let's see what army they have brought. A lot more cavalry, missile cavalry as well, which are going to be very difficult to deal with. Some Alan light cavalry here. And yeah, ultimately the Turks are just charging forwards. They've got some javelin men, they've got their Janissary archers, they've got some very light infantry, some spearmen on the front in loose formation as cannon fodder, and then they've got a lot more cavalry on the right flank as well. Yeah, some really good looking cavalry, some heavy cavalry, the missile cavalry and all of that. This is being played by a guy called Ethan. They're already starting to surround the Crusaders here. Doing the typical like Crusader versus Turkish warfare. They're having to form into, I thought that they were doing a box here, but no, they're having to break some soldiers apart. They've got a unit of spearmen, not spearmen, a unit of infantry, a unit of crossbows nearby to try and counter the cavalry, and they've got their own cavalry to charge when they get the opportunity, and same on this flank as well. Meanwhile, their infantry charges in the centre, so I believe here the Turks are probably going to win on the flanks, but I'm fairly certain the Crusaders will win in the centre. Or maybe I should take that back already. Oh no, those are just the militia, the cannon fodder units that I've broken. I bet the Crusader infantry should quite easily be able to chew their way through the Turks here. And then with their heavy cavalry charging in there as well, but they are going to struggle on the flank. As we can see here, they're just getting peppered by the missiles, and there's really nothing that they can do right now to counter them. What's that going berserk there? Right, some units are fighting to the death, but they're now completely broken. Another unit here is broken and fighting to the death. Just the basic light infantry there. Another one as well, wow. A lot of fighting to the death in this. Come on, cut them all down. Charge through. The Turks tried a cavalry charge here with their general. Very risky because now they've been surrounded. And they've been hit on the other flank as well by another cavalry charge. Yeah, you gotta be careful, you don't want your general dying. I'm assuming this is the Turkish general unit. It's got to be right, it's the most armoured, so usually that means it's the general. But yeah, you don't want to lose your general this early on. Meanwhile, Antioch has broken through here. I would just charge onto those archers, but he's not paid attention. He's just going to keep getting shot at there by those archers. You got to click on that unit, just send them this way. Or send them that way, that's fine, but do something with them. And they've broken them there. The cavalry for Antioch have broken through. And in the centre, yeah, I was right. It seems the Turks are not going to be able to stand their own ground here. This general, if it is the general, still fighting. Yeah, it's general's bodyguard, that's the unit. But Antioch is the one breaking back. Okay, they killed the general, finally. But they lost a lot of cavalry to do it, because the Turks were able to come in with counter-cavalry charges. But the loss of that general there is going to be devastating now for the Turkish forces, especially in the centre. There's no way these units are going to be able to hold their own. They're wavering and they're about to break. This cavalry unit here should surely break, although they're doing a really good job at maintaining their morale here and getting a load of kills. Yeah, I thought the Crusader cavalry would have been a lot stronger, but no, they got butchered here. The only reason they actually won it was because they outnumbered them about 3-1 and had the flanking manoeuvre in there as well. Balance power is in favour of Antioch, and as you can see there by the percentage killed, although it's looking fairly even. Antioch still does have the advantage, but it is fairly even, and yeah, they should have charged these archers long ago with that infantry unit, because it's not really doing that much over here. And then the cavalry charge comes in just to wipe out those final ones there, get them off the field. But how are the Crusaders going to deal with a missile cav? This is the main advantage of the Turks. They've won on the flanks here. They've got them surrounded. They don't have the numbers, but they have missile cavalry. Oh, the Turks, though, they must be running out of ammo. They're having to charge and fight this in melee. Of course, they're charging crossbowmen, which is not too bad, but still it is a sign that, yeah, the Turkish player is pretty much done. And, yeah, if you're having to charge missile cav in melee, that's usually a sign that you've lost the battle. And you're just trying, praying, hoping for literally anything at this point. And yeah, those missile cav get absolutely slaughtered. 2 of the units break there. And with that, I think it's safe to say that Antioch has got the win. Well done, Mark Vinci, well done. He's just got a bit of a cleaning up to do now, but as we can see by the balance of power there, the Turkish morale just is not going to hold for them. And it's going to be the same as the last battle we saw. It's like they're going to run around a bit, they're going to try, like, get some extra shots in, but the moment they engage in melee, they're all going to break. So I think we can just speed through this now, the final few seconds, and watch as they eventually collapse. Yeah, it's like they can just stand here and take it for the most part. The Turks will run out of ammo eventually. And yeah, they're already having to charge in. Going for the general, I believe. Yep, they killed the Crusader general there right at the end, which was hilarious. Oh, why would you leave your general up like that? A battle is so much cooler if your general lives. Ah, so unfortunate. Either way, he didn't get many kills for general. This is what I mean, the cavalry, yeah, down here, they didn't get that many kills really. Factoring in that some of these kills were them running troops down. Yeah, those were a bit disappointing. The Odessian squires, also a bit disappointing, like 4 and 6 kills. Dismounted Knights of Antioch did really well in that battle. The crossbowmen did really well as well, probably shooting at the missile cavalry. The Syrian militia, yeah, not doing that much, unfortunately, again. But well done to Marco Vinci there. Hope you enjoyed. Remember, check out the OBG Discord, linked down below to check out other events like this, take part in other future matches and tournaments. Yeah, but for now, hope you enjoyed this replay, or these replays, and goodbye.